Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar. Now it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's lofted through here. Oh, that's well spotted. Cruyff. Chance here to counter. That is ended up in no man's land. And the shot. Tries a shot! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Red Star finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. No, not quite on the same wavelength. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Benfica have got it back and they'll have another go. He's under a lot of pressure there. Neymar. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. A header! It's fallen kindly here. It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Ibrahimovic! And one more try! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That was easy, almost too easy.
That's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Benfica find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's their second corner of the game. Benfica have the chance to go the other way. And this is Pelé. Thuram gets a foot in here. Pelé. Now it's Mbappe. Benfica have scored 2 quick goals here. Chance, surely! It's a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Red Star give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pele, driving on and making good progress. Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And this is Ibrahimovic. Bellingham. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Neymar. Crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Cruyff. Stood up well to him there. Gullit. And this is Pele. He's had a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been won straight back. Threads one in, and he's worked it through. It's a promising position. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Cruyff looking understandable. And there's the end of the first half.
Benfica are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Benfica are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. And the game has already resumed here. And the finish! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Looking to play him in. And that could face-to-face with the keeper. And the shot! He scored! And the lead is extended still further. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And yes, it's him again. So now the difference is 3. Serves up across.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's picked it up out wide. It's a good-looking delivery. Brilliantly cut out. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now this could be a chance. Oh, truly brave defending.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that's fabulous. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Maldini calmly anticipates. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Mbappe, and there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style! And they are right back within touch! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 14.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So is this the start of a comeback?
Número 21.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Hazard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Número 20.
Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Número 18. Ronaldinho. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Hazard. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Ronaldinho. Looking for a runner. Spread neatly. Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That is a superb rearguard action. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Roberto Carlos. Schmeichel deals with that nice and simple.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He has found the way through. Lahm, terrific header. And yes, it's there! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And a chance! They've scored! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Benfica go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Maldini. Pedri. Thuram spots it and intercepts. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, this is surely their last chance. Showing good feet. Played in deep.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Some really good ball movement. Van Basten. It's not an especially good pass, that. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Beckenbauer. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Romario! Oh, he's been caught on it here, and he's following up. He's got a goal. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defender...
Gets his head on it! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And there goes the final whistle. Benfica are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, a loser of class and an example to all aspiring footballers.
That's good running with the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Ibrahimovic. Zanetti.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Dembele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Benfica do have a chance to counter here. Threads one in, and this is Son Heung-min. That's tidy. Zanetti. Now the ball in. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And it's Joelinton. Toulouse finding their passes. He takes a shot!
Cruyff. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Berbatov. Stood up well to him there. Cruyff. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Played out to the left flank. It's a promising position. And he whips.
Oh, what a climb!
That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Balde. He's in a great position here. And it's Balde. Still goalless at the moment. Some really good ball movement. Cruyff promptly onto that, and that is that. Now, what about a counter-attack? And this is Pele. Neymar. Rijkaard. Toulouse upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Zanetti. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yamal gets into some space. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Roberto Carlos. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Quality ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. Pele. And here's Neymar. Looking for the run. Oh, super ball. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
And it's Hullet. That's really nicely played. Oh, he's been caught napping. Neymar, looking for options for movement. Pele.
There's the shot! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Zanetti.
There they go, hunting again.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Neymar pinches it off him, and that's gone loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the pass is intercepted. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. And here's Neymar. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
Yeah, can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He can run onto that. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Pullet. Antonetti. Beckenbauer. Pele. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Gullit. And it's Neymar. Benfica are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Pele. Chance for a shot! Goal! Benfica! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Maldini. Oh, this is a great chance! It's there! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He has a look up, shapes to shoot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Van Basten really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's roll! Oh, a very decent attempt.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that could set him on his way. He's in a great position here. And the shot! Beckenbauer. Gullit. Pele. Beckenbauer. Almost half an hour in now. And he's forced to go back. And it's Gullit. Thuram.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Maldini. Oh, what a mistake! What a throw in. Played out to the left flank. And this is Pele. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. It's a promising position. Pass is just off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Neymar. Now, who's going to be first to this? Neymar. That's a shade optimistic. Raul. Out to the right. Aims beyond the defence. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Looking for the run. Oh, super find. Oh, what a ball! Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Pele. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that has left him in a heap. That is good alertness. And this is Pele. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Benfica really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Benfica ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we're underway again. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hullet dominates aerially so often. Pele. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Beckenbauer. And here's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Van Basten. Thuram gets a foot in here. Beckenbauer. And here's Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. He's picked his way through. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pele at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. Ibrahimovic. And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substituição para o Benfica.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Neymar, número 21, número 11, vão dar os seus lugares a número 22, Cristiano Ronaldo.
De Gea claims comfortably. Galatasaray are looking to go forward now.
Ronaldinho.
That's an imaginative pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Tries a shot! He's scored! back to within one. Interesting. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great vision. That has been cut short. He can get that clear. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
That's been cut out, well played. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, it's not getting there. And he's there to get it away. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Ronaldinho has a look inside the box. He's taking on the lot of them. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Thuram spots it and intercepts. And this is Ronaldo. Probing pass. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Zanetti. That has not gone well. Decent chance! It's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Benfica really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And yes, it's him again. This has become one superb game of football.
Galatasaray really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Seedorf stood his ground strongly. Chance! Goal! Benfica! And they get themselves in front! Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Goes for a shot! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Roberto Carlos. Hazard gets into some space. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide... He rises! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Benfica take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. 5 minutes to add.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And there goes the final whistle. Benfica proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way, and they are clearly so happy to have won it. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Caros espectadores, bebam de forma responsável. Qualquer indivíduo que apresente sinais de embriaguez ou comportamentos
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more,
Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Pullet is fouled. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Beckenbauer. It's Pullet. Pele. That's a sharp pass. Pinches it off him. Rui Costa. Now Albert Ferrer. And he plays one through. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Beckenbauer. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Maldini. It's Hullet. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that's well spotted. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Neymar. Roberto Carlos looking to get on the end of this. Dembele. Thuram makes the interception. Ibrahimovic. Benfica are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Roberto Carlos. Cross goes in there. Terrific header. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They're urging him to shoot. Swings in across. And it's claimed by the keeper. Rui Costa. Pullet. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckenbauer. Maldini. Hullet. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Van Dijk. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, he's been caught napping! And this is Neymar. The cross. Beckenbauer. Now he's got space here. Good read, needed to be. Vieira. Looking for a runner. Short changes him with that pass. Tries to play it through. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Looking for options for movement. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Rui Costa. It's Hullet.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
There's the delivery. Chance! There it is!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So your views on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Benfica happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we're underway again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Pele. That's an imaginative pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's intervened well there. Ibrahim shot at goal! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Roberto Carlos. Now that looks a decent ball. Spread neatly. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Now it's Pele. Benfica finding their passes. Big chance! Rui Costa. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's been shifted off it. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Beckenbauer. Distributed tidily. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Neymar.
Benfica are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Número 6.
Seedorf.
And Seedorf!
Número 20.
Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Seedorf is offering a right smile there.
Ronaldinho.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Seedorf.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's neat. And this is Roberto Baggio. Kilitshoy. Yamal. Messi. That is good alertness. Beckenbauer. Seedorf can see things others simply cannot. And it's Seedorf. Albert Ferrer. He's a sharp little ball here. Hazard. Roberto Baggio. Schmeichel claims it. Safe hands. Messi. Roberto Carlos. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well played. Seedorf. Menu wins the duel this time.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Looking for the run. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Roberto Carlos! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Menu, and it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Yamal. Ibrahimovic.
Chance for a shot!
Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Benfica have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Passing is crisp and sharp. Roberto Baggio. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. No way through. Seedorf looking to penetrate opposition lines. Played into the box. And it's hoisted clear. Corner number 2 then. Schmeichel claims comfortably. Milan are looking to go forward now. Ambitious ball here.
Vamos ter 3
Maldini
minutos de
looking to
compensação.
provide the solidity his team so need. Roberto Carlos. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. That pass has been well intercepted. And that will be the final act. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Benfica.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. Bullet. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Beckenbauer. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Cruyff, driving through the middle. Shot at goal! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Auxerre are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Azar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Bullet. Ibrahimovic. In with the challenge. Can he get away
That's
here?
good play from him.
It's Ibrahimovic!
And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Benfica are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Benfica have hit a quick-fire double here. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And the shot! He has done it!
Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
Auxerre give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Beckenbauer is always looking to break lines. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, nicely intercepted. Pele. Now, can they get him away? Neymar.
He's had a shot!
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Stood up well to him there. Camavinga. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's beautifully weighted.
Decent chance!
Beckenbauer. It's Hullet. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. He's found a way through. Azar. Carvajal. And here's Ibrahimovic. Hullet. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Beckenbauer. And he's got the beating of his man. Now it's Cruyff. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Beckenbauer. Pele does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And he's chosen to go back. Great skill, that's nice. Is there any support? He might not need it. Nicely aimed pass. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Looking to play him in. Neymar could try cutting inside here. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Benfica are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And this is Pele. Oh, what has happened here? And this is
Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. And they are pulling clear here.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Benfica blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Played down the flank. No, that's been intercepted. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he's managed to get free.
He's having a shot!
Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. This is the time you need that pace.
Guardiola.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Nice looking ball.
Header!
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Cruyff. Bullet. Pele. Pele. Beckenbauer. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that's well spotted. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Changement pour la JOCR. Le numéro 20.
So, time for changes on both sides,
Le
actually.
numéro 18. Bale. Changement.
Looking for a runner. Can he latch on to this? Hazard receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's been caught now. Ronaldinho! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
He's found a way through. He's in a good position here. Bale is on his own. Zanetti. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Beckenbauer, just about up to 75 minutes. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's shifting through the gears here.
And he shoots!
Hazard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's Hazard. He's picked his way through. Camavinga wins the duel this time. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Ronaldinho. Well, played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous. Now, can he find a finish? Now, that is a hefty challenge. That's going to go a long way. Roberto Baggio. Camavinga, who does have an assist to his name. Carvajal. That's a promising run he's making on the right. It's come to nothing. Beckenbauer. And it's Hullet. Ronaldinho. Knocks it into space. Shot could be on.
Shot, surely! Really well taken goal. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Benfica are having a ball here. Yes, great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's on it. Can he get away? He's a sharp little ball here. And that will be the final act. Benfica can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super...